Welcome back to another fantastic album review. Tonight we're doing something a little bit different, guys. Something a little bit different. Why is this fucking water there? We are looking at a full live concert tonight. I think the last time I did a full live concert, it was with Silent Planet Terminal. And that was on my own, not on live. So let's jump into it, shall we? We're going to take a look at Sound Horizon, also known as Linked Horizon, tonight. And this is their album Märchen, and it is a live story reaction for the album. This request came in from a dude known as Nico Video. All right. So he says the following. Request for watching Märchen live video. Introduction. First of all, I would like to thank you for your great reaction videos. You already reacted to Sound Horizon's album, Roman, on CD, and Linked Horizon live, both Linked Horizon songs and Sound Horizon songs. This is a Sound Horizon live video, to be specific, a story concert type live, which performs the entire album CD. This time I request you to enjoy the world and story of Sound Horizon albums. The URL is at the bottom of this text. I'll give some warnings and points before that. Here are the warnings. First, this video is not on YouTube. Well, Silent Planet Terminal is not on YouTube. The only place you can find Silent Planet Terminal is on my channel. That's right. The corresponding YouTube video was deleted in the past since, like all Sound Horizon / Linked Horizon videos are, unofficially uploaded. Since this was the only video I could find with English subs, I'm sending this to you, so it may cause problems by showing it in your videos. And it's up to you how to use it. Maybe you could blur it out a bit, or simply give up doing the reaction itself. I respect your decisions. Well, looks like we're going to do it. I didn't give up. Secondly, the video / audio quality is not perfect. I know you already have watched Linked Horizon live videos, Gurin no Zayo, and that live is very a special one. While Sound / Linked Horizon works with hundreds of performers when recording for a album CD, it isn't always possible to make them on live stage for both schedule problems and the cost of it. In that live show, Shingeki no Kiseki was an exception, with about 100 performers on stage. Wow, that is a lot. In the video I present, there are less people in this live concert. Other instruments are pre-recorded and stuff. Also, the audio mixing isn't perfect as the newer lives. If you prefer to dive into the sound itself, you may want to listen to the original album tracks beforehand. The video quality is not HD too. I wish you could get the subs with it. Synopsis. Once upon a time, there was a woman named Therese von Ludwig who lived far from society in Thuringen with her sickly son, Mars von Ludwig. However, Mars, being too naive to be wary of strangers, leads two men in plague masks to their home in the forest, who then condemn Therese as a witch and attribute the spread of the Black Plague to her. Although Therese attempts to fight them off, she is captured whilst Mars is tossed into the well outside their home, and she curses the world in her final breath before her execution. An unspecified amount of time later, with his once white hair stained black, the color of dusk, and having no memory of who he was, the reborn Mars, now Märchen von Friedhof, emerges from the well after being awakened by a living doll named Alias. Alias compels Märchen to aid 7 princesses in taking revenge throughout 7 tales as a means of achieving her and Märchen's own revenge against the world. Each tale revolves around a deadly sin, and the revenge begins. Points to know before you do the reaction. Ito and Mori. The lyrics includes many homonyms in Japanese, so it is a bit confusing to non-Japanese speakers. I'll point out just 2 of them which you should probably know before watching. Ito. S is German, or id in Latin. This is part of Sigmund Freud's structural model of the psyche. the dark, inaccessible part of our personality or unconscious motive of a person. I already knew that. A well, a thing to put up water from underground. Obviously, I knew that. Morte. Morte in Latin means death. I already knew that as well. Or the state of being dead. You may have heard the trope memento mori. Yes. Forced. Historical backgrounds. Märchen is a fiction story, but its concept comes from the 13th through 15th century Europe, especially around Germany. Also, there are important references to the Grimm fairy tales and the Brothers Grimm themselves. Oh, this should be interesting. I love the Grimm fairy tales. The URL is on Daily Motion. Videos are split in 7. It is a descending order, so be careful when watching. Let's make sure we get this correctly. All right, guys. Sorry for the long haul there. I'm going to be reading about each song. Actually, you know what? We're going to read this too. Comes from Wikipedia. Märchen is the 7-story CD released by the fantasy symphonic rock band Sound Horizon / Linked Horizon on December 15, 2010 through King Records. The normal edition debuted number 3 and peaked number 2 on the Oricon weekly album charts. A limited edition sold over 40,000 copies in its first 2 days, 24,816 copies on the first day, and 15,833 copies on the next. The plot. Once upon a time, there was a woman. I already read this. I'm not reading this again. All right, let's just jump into it, man. I'm pretty sure I did the discography for Sound Horizon on my last one, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. Let me look.
Third story is...
Yep. We did a discography of this.